Guys, it is almost time for the 60th diamond anniversary of Disneyland. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Are you guys excited? All right, so I want everyone here watching this video to take a notebook and a pen because I'm going to drop the knowledge. You guys need to take some notes. I am a pro Disneyland goer. I've been to all the 24-hour celebrations. I think it's been like 2. This is like the 3rd. It's falling on my birthday. I'm super stoked, and I'm about to give you the top 10 tips, tricks, hints to survive the 24-hour event at Disneyland, and not only to survive, but have the best time ever. Are you guys ready? Number 1, get there early. What do I mean by early? Thursday, May 21st at 10 p.m. is when they're opening the Pumbaa lot for everyone to park. Mickey and Friends doesn't open until 4 a.m. and the Toy Story lot doesn't open until 5 a.m. So get there early, get a spot in line, bring your camping stuff, your tents, sleeping gear, something to entertain yourself with, food, hydrate yourselves, everything you need to do to survive the grueling 6-hour wait. So now you're wondering, after all this waiting, when do we finally get to enter the park? So if you wanted to enter Disneyland, you get to enter at 4 a.m. If you wanted to enter California Adventure, you get to enter at 5:30 a.m. The official opening celebration happens at 6 a.m. at Disneyland, so you don't want to miss that. So definitely get in line early and be prepared to have the most amazing day of your life. Number 2, get a locker. I cannot stress enough how important a locker is, especially if you're spending an entire day at Disneyland. We're talking about sweaters and backpacks and purses and all sorts of awesome items. And if you had shorts, you want to change to pants. You have pants, you want to change it to shorts. Definitely get a locker. It'll make your trip a lot easier, a lot less hectic. You won't have to be hauling around this stuff all day. The little locker rooms at Disneyland open at 4 a.m. So right when you get to start entering the park, try to grab a locker as soon as you can. Same thing for California Adventure. When it opens at 5:30, so do the locker rooms. So definitely grab a locker and stuff all your gear in there. That'll make your trip a lot lighter, a lot easier, and a lot more fun. On the topic of hauling stuff around, I highly recommend a backpack. Ladies, carrying a purse gets to be really, really annoying, and all the guys are trying to put their stuff in it. So I highly recommend carrying a backpack and taking turns amongst your group of friends and who gets to hold it. You don't have to hold it the entire trip, and I really hope your friends don't let you do that. And there you can store whatever you need, including, and this part's really important, number 4, what to bring with you on your trip to Disneyland. So besides the basics, we're talking about sunscreen, Advil, snacks. Definitely bring some snacks. Not everyone's going to want to eat at the same time. You may not want to get separated. You want to keep together with your group. Also expect many people, long lines. And if you don't want to skip out on any of the fun by waiting in lines to eat, I highly recommend bringing some healthy light snacks. Options like oranges, apples, banana, even some dry snacks. These are amazing. I highly recommend these. Yay, bunny cookies and granola bar, of course, to go to. So definitely bring some snacks. Come prepared. I always bring a water bottle with me. There are tons of water fountains to fill them up at. Also, when you are getting any kind of food, they always have ice water available, and that's definitely free, more cost efficient, and a lot easier and less of a hassle. Number 5, this event will have a lot of special commemorative items that are limited in stock. So as soon as you guys get into the park, I highly recommend seeking out the shops and the different items they'll have. There'll be shirts and pins, as well as even the cups will have a special design. So keep your eye out for all the special things going on just for the 60th anniversary. Number 6, entertainment. Long lines are grueling and kind of kills the joy of Disneyland sometimes. So I highly recommend bringing things that can entertain you. Besides talking with your friends and catching up, I highly recommend some gaming devices. Coming from the nerd and the gamer I am, I always have my Nintendo DS on me. So if you guys have this, charge it and bring it with you. Also, if you don't have a DS and you're an uber dork like me, there's a really cool game on your phone. I recommend you guys download this now before you enter the parks, all right? And it's called Charades. And I see a ton of people playing this at the parks. I actually found out about it at Disneyland while waiting in line. And it's an awesome game. You guys know what charades are. definitely download it. This one was free. There are other versions that charge, and there's even awesome options like Disney. So that's a really good idea as well. 7. Speaking of the topic of electronics, guess what happens when you're on your stuff all day? They die. So in your backpack, I highly recommend stuffing your chargers. If it's for your DS or for your phone or your digital camera, it would be a great idea to stuff it in your backpack. And when you're out at lunch, that is the perfect opportune time to charge your stuff. Most of the spots that sell food at Disneyland have a charger nearby. You get to grub while charging your electronic devices. So it's a really good idea to bring it then. 8. This one's really important. You guys got to map out your adventure before actually hitting the parks. You have plenty of time this week, maybe even the night of while you're waiting in line. There's lots of fun events happening. Your favorite Disney bounders and cosplayers might be there. Definitely visit their Twitters or Instagrams now. Check out where they're going to be and at what time before going to the park. We all know that our phones don't work that well. Our internets and our networks go down when we're in the parks, and rightfully so. You should be enjoying Disneyland. So definitely write that down ahead of time. And shows. There are 3 brand new amazing shows, and you guys definitely want to make sure that you check it out and fast pass them if possible. So there's actually 3 new shows. The first is Disneyland Forever, and that's happening in the main park, Disneyland. That one's going to be happening 9:30 p.m. Friday night, May 22nd. It's an amazing fireworks spectacular, completely new, so I'm very excited for that. The second event is Paint the Night, also happening in the main park at Disneyland, and that one's happening at Friday at 8:50 p.m. And it's happening again, especially for the 24-hour event, at 1 a.m. officially on Saturday, May 23rd, and it is the brightest light parade. So I'm really excited about that one. It looks really, really cool. I've seen some teaser pictures. And then a brand new World of Color, The Wonderful World of Walt Disney, happening in Disney California Adventure. And that one's happening at 9 p.m. and 10:15 p.m. What I would map out the shows is I would first do Disneyland Forever at 9:30 p.m. happening in the main park. Then I'd follow it up by World of Color, The Wonderful World of Walt Disney, happening at Disneyland California Adventure at 10:15 p.m. And at the very end, I would do Paint the Night, happening at 1 a.m. That way I'd get to do all 3 shows evenly spaced out. It's kind of a rush between Disneyland Forever and The Wonderful World of Walt Disney, but, you know, hustle. This part's my favorite. Number 9, the special food. So there's a ton of special food coming up. If you guys do your research, there are ice cream sandwiches and cupcakes, which are my favorite, and those will be awesome, decked out in the blue and silver of Disney's 60th anniversary, not Frozen. And I'm really stoked about that. And there's all sorts of other foods happening at all the different food spots in the park. I'm not going to bore you with that. You guys can do your own research, or you could just find out by surprise when you enter the park and decide to grab a bite. Finally, number 10, and that's to have a ton of fun. Keep in mind that it's going to be a very long day with very long lines. This event's going to sell out in seconds. The park is going to be at capacity. Annual pass holders don't get flustered. It happens, you know. People with tickets are going to try to make the most of their experience. So the most you can do is keep positive and remember that you're at the happiest place in the world and you should be the happiest. So have a good time. Give lots of hugs to Mickey, Minnie, and all the family, and ride Space Mountain like 110 times. Just for me. All right, have fun, you guys, and I hope this was informative. If you see me, say hi, give me a random hug or high five, and I hope you guys have a great time. Yay, Disneyland!